What is up, you guys? It is Tanaya, and let's talk about the Encore episode 6. Now, can we just say this show is great? Like, shout out to Carlos King. This show is amazing. I watched it because, I, of course, saw certain group members that I was like, oh, shoot, okay. And I'm so glad I watched it. And I'm just like, this is amazing. If they get a season 2, I can only imagine who they'll have next. But let's get into this episode. There has been so much going on in the season. So if you have not watched this show, please go on demand and watch it from episode 1 because you'll be wrapped up into it. So in this episode, all the girls, they have about 4 songs or something now. And they've been recording. And they have to basically do a listening party, and they're going to have some people who they've worked with come and listen to their music. But there's been so much issues in the daggone studio because you got the twins. They want to be writer and producer and use their talents, to make sure that the music sounds good, which they have good intentions. It's just their delivery is always off, and they always have conflict with people, whether it's the other girls in the group or it's the producer or the songwriter or whoever. It's always conflict, always. Now they went online and said the editing made them look bad, blah blah blah, but literally a lot of the stuff that comes out of their mouth is just bad. It just comes off bad. You can't really edit what comes out of your mouth. So the twins got into it with oh my gosh, it's not Elijah, it's the producer. They got into it with the producer because they felt certain tracks just wasn't ready, or some of the girls didn't like his version of the track. They liked the way the twins produced it. And he, of course, was completely left out of that. And he's like, whoa, y'all playing this track, that's not my version. This version, y'all version's not good. Mine is good, blah, 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 blah. They're arguing about how the bass sounds. It's just a mess and, lack of communication. They didn't have all the pieces to the music in the studio. He had it with him, and he sent it, and they was going back and forth with him. And then, they're just like, oh, you can leave. We don't need you. And it's just oh my God. These people are here to help y'all get it together. Why are y'all sending away the help? Why are y'all sending away talented people that's supposed to help y'all? Why would that ever come up in the conversation? You can leave. Oh, because you're just gonna produce the whole and write the whole album? Okay. It's everybody needs to play their role. Everybody needs to play their role. And let's get into Aubrey. Okay, I like Aubrey. I loved Danity Kane. I watched Danity Kane be created on making the band. I watched it before they were even a group. I loved all their songs. So when I saw that she was on there, I was like, okay, cool. So Miss Aubrey came into the house, and it was kind of divide and conquer. Let me just see who's good here, and let's make one group like this and have another group here. And I think a lot of that stems from how she got into the industry, dealing with tryouts and cuts and getting cut, and then all this and that, and how Diddy had that show. So it's I think she's naturally gonna pick out, okay, boom, this one's good, this one can dance, this one can sing, let's make a group here, and then we got to work with whoever's over. You know what I'm saying? And then she kind of backtracked on that. She did a little creative for the girls, the look of the group and whatever, the vibe and stuff like that. And then Keely wasn't doing her job. Keely has yet to produce anything creative directing, anything. When Keely gets on the screen, she just irks me, because it's just yeah. She's just there to just just talk about stuff. But she's not doing anything for the group. It's what are you doing? You singing or not, girl? Because if you're not, please go. Please go. So, everybody loved Aubrey's creative, blah, 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 blah. But, Aubrey had a moment where she confided in the guy who, writes songs, because she told him that, the twins, they kind of want to do a lot of things their way, and they seem controlling. They seem you know, like they're talented, but they are control freaks when it comes to their music, because they're very passionate about what they do and they want it a certain way and they want it to be right. I get it, but the delivery and how it comes off is just a total negative way. She confided in the writer dude, and he took it a whole nother way because of what Aubrey said, because Aubrey made the twins make it look like the twins run him, you know. So he wasn't feeling that. Aubrey kind of backtracked. She didn't take no accountability for how she delivered the message to the songwriter dude, and the twins of course addressed it. And the songwriter dude was kind of like, yo, like what the hell, like, you know. So he hasn't been back on the episode since that whole scenario. So fast forward to this latest episode, they're getting ready to, like, you know, have the listening party. The girls don't feel ready because they don't feel like the music is fully up to par. I honestly didn't realize how many songs they really had. I thought they had about a good 2 songs, maybe 3. But they had a little more songs than what I thought. So I'm like, okay. And, you know, it was nice to see, like, some of their group members come out. It was very obvious who didn't have anybody come out. Keely, the twins, and I don't know who came for Nivea. So that kind of stuck out like a sore thumb as well. And then Aubrey just wasn't feeling doing the listening party. Like, she wasn't dancing, she wasn't into it or anything. She had just checked out. Like, she was tired of basically always getting into arguments. Like, whether she was right or wrong in certain things, nobody can sit there and tolerate that constantly. The other thing that really irked me was Irish. Irish irked me. She irked me. Because when they were doing the whole listening party, and like she was kind of in the back, like keeping Aubrey being off and stuff like that, but she wasn't really dancing or whatever, because then she started to realize that she didn't have a lot of lines. And it's like, Irish girl, when you be in the studio, when you be in the booth, when you be singing, because why are you complaining now that you don't have no lines, but you don't be in the booth? You know, like I saw her one good old scene when they had to coach her to get her vocals right when they was doing the Caribbean type of song, and it's like, when do you just jump up and say, okay, I'm gonna record this part? Like, her and her sister's biggest thing in their group that was that they always sung background, but y'all don't have leadership characteristics. Like, y'all don't take that much initiative. And I was proud of Misha for being like more positive and say, oh, I'm gonna just do what they give me and blah blah blah, I'm gonna see how this goes, blah blah. But y'all need to step up. Misha, a couple episodes back when they was trying to write songs and you was all feeling like away because the twins were writing the songs. The twins, one thing about them, if they have a talent, they're gonna use it and everybody's gonna know what that talent is, and they're gonna put themselves out there whether you F with it or not. They got to take a page out of that book, because if you can write songs, whether you haven't wrote songs in 10 plus years, I don't care if you wrote The Sky is Blue, Love is Love. Girl, write something and share it with the group. Put yourself out there and keep working at it and share it with the group. You know, so that you get the attention that you've been wanting for years. And then Irish, if you want lead singing parts, go sing. Go sing. Sing. Put yourself out there. Don't just sit back and see what they give you. Put yourself out there and do something about it. Put the work in. You're the only one complaining. I don't like a complainer. You're the only one complaining at the listening party to your ex-group member who don't want nothing to do with nothing. Because she probably thinking in her head, they talking that same bull in this little super group that they did in our group, and she ain't want nothing to do with it. She ain't entertain none of that negativity, and good for her, because nobody need that. You know, go ahead and fix your problem, do what you gotta do, you know, period. That's what irked me. And then of course we find out that Aubrey leaves the house. So nobody really, and this was weird because nobody actually like confirmed that she left. It was just Keely kind of stirring the pot. Oh, did you talk to her? I haven't talked to her. Da, 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 da. And that's the drama that I don't really care for with Keely. It's like, you should tell everybody not to freak out, but can you confirm, like a hard confirm, if she actually moved out before you go around spreading to all the other girls? You know, so I guess she left. Nobody really knows why. The twins are, you know, unsympathetic to the situation. They think she's just being dramatic or whatever, but like nobody really knows like why she left. Nobody really, well, I can't say nobody seems to care, but certain people in the house don't seem to care, i.e. Keely and the twins. So it's just like, let's really check on sis and see like why she just vanished out of nowhere. Nobody saw her vanish. She didn't want to be seen. Can somebody please send her a text? If nobody received a call or text, can somebody text her and make sure she's okay? Like, that's all. That's all. Because if she left, like, y'all need to know why she left. And y'all need to make sure that she's okay at least. It's just like, what the heck? You know, it's like nobody really, I can't say nobody, but I feel like majority of that house don't really care about everybody there. That bothered me. But it can come off a little bit dramatic. However, you know, just check on old girl. And now we found out she moved out the country, so clearly something's going on. Like, clearly something's going on. But I think because these girls just kind of met each other, they're not looking at it in a way where it's like, oh my God, I need to check on her, she's like my sister. Like, they don't have that bond yet. And I'm gonna touch on this last point and we're gonna wrap it up. So Pam and her ex-group member. That was crazy. When her ex-group member, I forgot her name, forgive me. When she came to support Pam, and Pam instantly wanted to go like this to her, the whole COVID dab. That's shady, but the whole COVID dab, and she just gave her a hug. It's just like, hug her. You know, if y'all got some stuff going on, figure it out. Clearly, she wanted to know why you up and left the group and left them hanging. Pam called herself the Beyonce of the group or whatever the heck, because she didn't remember saying that stuff. Clearly, Pam, you said a lot of stuff that was hurtful and you hurt people. You know, you in a healing time, so you need to go back and you know, address some things or some apologies and some explanations and move forward and really, really clear that old crap out. You know what I'm saying? So if you were in a better place, but I felt her ex-group member saying like, you know, what are you doing here? How you get here? Like, we were a super group. Why are you doing this? Like, I felt her with that. Like, I felt her. Because it was just like, dang, like, Pam left the group, left them out to dry. But then when you got back on your feet, when you mentally in a better place, you go and join this other situation. And she was like, you know, I get you wanting to do solo stuff, but you in this a group? Like, you know, like, that's like another slap in the face. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I felt her on that. And I really wanted more from Pam. I wanted more accountability from her. Her just admitting like, oh, what I did was messed up, but now I'm in a better place and I'm sorry. You know, maybe we all should at least hang out and, you know, keep in touch. That girl said, you know, she wanted to keep in touch. She wanted to be able to call her. Pam blocked her on everything. I'm like, dang. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, y'all need to have, you know, a session. You know, y'all need to talk that stuff out, like, for real. Like, a lot of these old groups, y'all need to have a mediator, and y'all need to get that crap off your chest about what went wrong, what went right, what coulda, shoulda, woulda been. Y'all need to get that out. Y'all need to get the tears out, all that stuff, the anger out. Because, like, this show is kind of like a little mini therapy session. Y'all need Ian Levanzan, honey. You know, like, that should have been a part of the whole experience. Because a lot of them brought a lot of old baggage into the studio. A lot of old baggage into that house. And that's why this whole process has not been moving the way it should have been. But we are going to wrap this up right here. So definitely like the video. Comment down below on your thoughts of the music. Them just meeting their old group members. And then just Aubrey leaving the house like that. Who's your favorite member of the house? And we will see you in the next one. Bye.